04 Richest people in the world. 1 Jeff Bezos founded e-commerce colossus Amazon in 1994 out of his garage in Seattle. He runs it as CEO and owns an 11.1% stake. Between March and April 2020, amid the pandemic, Amazon said it hired 175,000 additional workers. In April 2020, Bezos said he would give $100 million to Feed America, a non-profit that operates food banks and food pantries across the country. Amazon has faced criticism from U.S. senators and therefore the general public for its treatment of warehouse workers during the coronavirus pandemic. He divorced his wife Mackenzie in 2019 after 25 years of marriage and transferred 1/4 of his Amazon stake to her. In 2019, Amazon notched $280.5 billion in revenues and a record $11.5 billion in net income. Bezos owns the Washington Post and Blue Origin, an aerospace company that's developing rockets for commercial use. 2 Bill Gates. With his wife Melinda, Gates chairs the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the world's largest private charitable foundation. In May 2020, the Gates Foundation said it might spend $300 million to fight the coronavirus pandemic, funding treatment, detection and vaccines. Gates has sold or given away much of his stake in Microsoft. He owns just over 1% of shares, and invested during a mixture of stocks and other assets. In mid-March 2020, Gates stepped down as a member of Microsoft, the software firm he founded with Paul Allen d. 2018 in 1975. The foundation works to enhance global health and to make civil rights for people round the globe. To date, Gates has donated $35.8 billion worth of Microsoft stock to the Gates Foundation. 3 Bernard Arnault and family. One of the world's ultimate tastemakers, Bernard Arnault oversees an empire of 70 brands including Louis Vuitton and Sephora. In November 2019, LVMH struck a deal to shop for American jeweler Tiffany & Co. for $16.2 billion, believed to be the most important luxury brand acquisition ever. LVMH spent $3.2 billion in 2019 for luxury hospitality group, Belmond, which owns or manages 46 hotels, trains and river cruises. His father made a little fortune in construction. Arnault got his start by putting up $15 million from that business to shop for Dior in 1985. 4 of Arnault's 5 children add corners of the LVMH empire: Frédéric, Delphine, Antoine and Alexandra. 4 Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook. The social network Zuckerberg runs, has become a go-to communications tool during the coronavirus pandemic lockdown. The Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, his philanthropic and advocacy arm, announced it might help quadruple the Bay Area's COVID-19 testing capacity. Zuckerberg started Facebook at Harvard in 2004 at the age of 19 for college kids to match names with photos of classmates. He took Facebook public in May 2012 and still owns about 15% of the stock. In December 2015, Zuckerberg and his wife, Priscilla Chan, pledged to offer away 99% of their Facebook stake over their lifetimes.